What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a story that has the entire NBA world buzzing, a story that might just be the final chapter for one of the greatest dynasties we've ever seen. We're talking about the Golden State Warriors and a shocking, almost unbelievable $50 million mistake, reportedly made by their superstar, the one and only Stephen Curry. This isn't just about a bad game or a missed shot. This is a decision that has allegedly sent shockwaves through the entire franchise, leaving fans speechless and the Warriors in some serious trouble. For years, we've watched Curry and the Warriors defy the odds, but it seems this time a gamble has backfired in the worst possible way. So what exactly is this $50 million blunder? While the Warriors organization has been tight-lipped, sources from inside and around the league are painting a pretty grim picture. This wasn't a bad contract or a questionable investment. Reports suggest it was a specific strategic decision, championed by Curry himself, that had massive unforeseen consequences. This move, which was meant to strengthen the team's future, ended up costing the franchise millions in potential endorsement and partnership deals that were seemingly in the bag. Imagine the ripple effect of that. Money that could have been reinvested into the team, into player contracts, or into improving facilities, just vanished. The front office, which has always seemed to be in sync with Curry, is now reportedly frustrated, questioning the very decision-making process that once brought them so much success. But the financial fallout is only one part of the story. Perhaps even more damaging is the impact this has had on the team's chemistry. The Warriors' dynasty was built on a foundation of selflessness, joy, and an almost telepathic connection on the court. That strength in numbers mantra wasn't just a slogan. It was their identity. Now, whispers of locker room tension are growing louder. Key players are rumored to be unhappy, feeling that this decision undermined the team's established culture. When your leaders are at odds, or when a move championed by your superstar creates friction, that perfect harmony begins to crack. You can see it in their recent games. Moments of miscommunication, uncharacteristic errors, and a general lack of the fluid, joyful basketball we've come to expect. This isn't the same team that danced its way to 4 championships. Something feels broken, and that brings us to their performance on the court. Let's be real. The Warriors have looked vulnerable this season. They've suffered some crucial head-scratching losses, games they would have easily won in previous years. Analysts are now connecting the dots, suggesting that the off-court turmoil is directly translating to on-court struggles. When team morale is low and trust is strained, it's almost impossible to perform at an elite level, especially in the hyper-competitive Western Conference. Opposing teams can smell blood in the water. They know the Warriors are not the invincible juggernaut they once were. Every loss amplifies the pressure, and every mistake is scrutinized under a microscope. Fans are asking the tough questions. Was this the beginning of the end? Is this $50 million error the turning point that proves the Warriors' championship window is not just closing, but has been slammed shut? Think about Curry's legacy. He's always been celebrated for his incredible basketball IQ, his leadership, and his ability to make everyone around him better. He's the baby-faced assassin, the ultimate team player who changed the game. That's what makes this situation so stunning. For him to be at the center of a decision that has caused so much internal strife is completely out of character. It appears he took a calculated risk, a gamble he believed would pay off for the team in the long run. But this time, the ball didn't bounce his way. Instead of securing their future, this move has plunged the Warriors into a state of uncertainty they haven't faced in over a decade. The very foundation of their success, trust, chemistry, and smart leadership, is now being called into question. So, where do the Warriors go from here? Can they recover from this? The road ahead looks incredibly difficult. The financial hit will limit their flexibility in trades and free agency. The strained relationships in the locker room won't be easy to mend. And with an aging core, the clock is ticking faster than ever. This isn't just a slump. It feels like a systemic problem. The management has to do some serious damage control, and the players, led by Curry, Clay, and Draymond, have to find a way to reconnect and rediscover that magic that made them so special. But it's a tall order. What we are witnessing might be the painful, slow dismantling of a modern sports dynasty, triggered by one massive, costly misstep. It is a tough pill to swallow for Warriors fans who have enjoyed a decade of unparalleled greatness. But as they say, all good things must come to an end. The question is whether this is a temporary setback or the final nail in the coffin. What's being called the most expensive mistake in franchise history could be the defining moment that shifts the balance of power in the NBA for years to come. The pressure is on Curry and the entire organization to prove the doubters wrong one more time, but with each passing game, that seems less and less likely. The golden era might truly be over. What do you guys think? Is this the end of the road for the Warriors dynasty? Can they bounce back from this, or is the damage already done? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I read every single one. And if you enjoyed this breakdown and want more deep dives into the biggest stories in sports, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a thing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.